guys, welcome to Stride, and once again we are here with a perfect continuous tense, a continuous tense, simple and this thing, perfect are already done. Now we are here with the perfect continuous tense. So let's start with it. Now first let us understand what is perfect continuous tense. Perfect gives the feeling of completeness, okay, and continuous means still going on. That means a work which started somewhere in the past and is still continuing and will continue also. Okay, in near future it will continue also. Okay, so the thing which had started is going on and is to be continued uh, at the moment which is considered in the statement. Okay, so whatever statement is there in the whatever time is considered in the statement, we will refer to that time only. So that means again it can be in past, present and future. Now future perfect continuous tense is very rarely used. Okay, and in passive voice we are not having future perfect continuous tense. Okay, only in the active voice we are having, but we are supposed to study it, we are supposed to go through it, so we'll just have a small discussion on it. But most probably present and past perfect continuous tense are generally used in a conversation. Also we generally use past and present continuous present perfect continuous tense. Okay, so let's go through it. Perfect continuous tense indicate that the action already started somewhere in the past but is still continuing to the moment considered. A part of the work is done and part of it is going on, and it is going on still. Okay, so it is perfect as well as going on also. So perfect completed, a part of it is completed and part of it is going on. Okay, so let's start with it. The first thing, present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense, where it is used to show an action which began at some time in the past and is still continuing in the present. Okay, somewhere in the past it started and we are still doing it, then that comes in the present perfect continuous tense. Example, we have been reading since 6 o'clock. That means we have been reading few pages we have already read, and we are still reading, and in future also some pages are still left, so we are still reading and we are continuing with it. So here the action started, few pages are already done, so that is the complete part, and still going on is continuing part. Okay, so that is the present perfect continuous tense. We can give one more example. They have been building the bridge since last few months. Okay, last few months. Okay, so a part of the bridge is complete, that doesn't mean that the bridge is not done at all. A part of it is complete. Okay, so and still it is going on, it is not yet complete, they will complete it. Okay, so that thing comes in the present perfect continuous tense. They have been building the bridge for several months, so several months, few months have gone, a part of it is complete and a part of it is still going on. Okay, so that is the present perfect continuous where it is used. Now let's see the structure of these sentences. Structure is first the subject, and then comes have or has. Okay, it can be according to the singular and plural, first person and second person and third person. So have or has been plus the fourth form of the verb. Fourth form is again ing. Why? Because here we are seeing the word continuous there. Okay, so in case of continuous, ing form is definitely used. So here we are having, it is the combination of perfect as well as continuous. So in perfect we are using has or have, and in perfect continuous we are using this thing been also, as well as the fourth form of verb. Continuous ka ing form, and perfect, from perfect we have taken has or have, and for to show that it is perfect as well as continuous we are using here been also. Okay, so here we are having the helping verbs have been, has been, and the fourth form of the verb. Okay, so subject, then have or has been. Okay, and then the fourth form of the verb, and then object or complement. Okay, similarly in the negative, just we use has not been or have not been. Okay, rest the structure of the sentence is the same. Okay, so let's go through it. I have been eating a mango, that means a part of it is eaten and a part of it is still left. So I have been eating a mango, you have been eating a mango, he, she, or it has been eating a mango. Again, it is third person singular. So what comes here? Only has comes. So in only third person singular, what comes? Has. Rest all have. We have been eating a mango, you have been eating a mango, they have been eating a mango. Next, in the negative, only the thing is not is added here between has or have and been. So I have not been eating a mango, you have not been eating a mango, he, she, it has not been eating a mango, you have not been eating a mango, they have not been eating a mango. It is rarely used. Perfect tenses are rarely, perfect continuous tenses are rarely used, but then also present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous are used, and we have to just remember that it is a combination of perfect as well as continuous. So has and have will come, as well as ing form will comes. To add to it, we are having been word also there. So has been, have been, okay, and the fourth form of the verb. Now let's come to the next, and that is the past perfect continuous tense. Somewhere in the past we are talking about a past moment. In that past moment, some action we are describing which has been completed, a part of it is completed and a part of it is still going on. Now let's see uses for an action that began before a certain point in the past. That means the time that we are discussing, we are describing in the sentence. In at that time, the action had been started before that point of time and continued up to that time. Means that particular time about which we are talking, at that particular time it was continuing also. Okay. Now here in case of perfect past perfect continuous tense, we use the word since or for also. Okay, this work has been done for this much time, this for or since, he is doing since so many days. Okay, so like that. Now let's see here, they had been building that bridge since 90. Now in the previous sentence also I gave an example of bridge. Here also I am giving the example, but the sentence formation, it's different in both the cases. What did I say there? They have been building the bridge for several years, and here what I am saying, since 1980. Okay, so that is the past. 1980 is the past and perfect, that means in the past perfect. Okay, so I don't know at which time they are talking. Okay, but they had been, at the time that we were talking, at that time they had been building the bridge since 1980. Okay, so what is the difference here? That there we were having have been, here we are having had been. Here we are mentioning the time since 1980, there we were not mentioning the time, it was for several months. Okay, so that is the difference in the past perfect continuous as well as present perfect continuous. Okay, let's see the structure of the sentences now. Subject, then comes had been. Okay, previously we were having has or have, here we are having had or, and here we are having had for all. That means first person, second person, third person, singular as well as plural. Okay, so this is past tenses are comparatively easier in comparison to present ones. Here we are not having any change in the person, first person, second person or third person. Everywhere we are using had only. So had been eating, I had been eating, you had been eating, she had been eating, we had been eating, you had been eating, or they had been eating. Okay, so in all we are having had been, and in the negative form what we are having, between had and been we are having not. I had not been eating, you had not been eating a mango, he, she, it had not been eating a mango, we had not been eating a mango, you had not been eating a mango, and they had not been eating a mango. Okay, so here we are having the past perfect. So in case of present perfect, what was there? Have been or has been. Okay, has been was only in case of third person singular, that means he, she, it, or the name of someone. For example, Ram, Sham, whatever we can use there. Sham has been eating a mango. So if we are mentioning a name of someone, then we are supposed to use has. Okay, and here there is no difference in all the cases. So past perfect continuous, always remember had been. Okay, and in case of present perfect continuous, always remember have been or has been. Rest all the structure of the sentence is the same as continuous tense. Okay, now let's see the next, and that is the future perfect continuous tense. Now the future perfect continuous tense, is used to show an action going on over a period of time that will end in future. It's related to future, so somewhere it will end at that particular time which is discussed in the statement. At that particular time it will end in the future. Okay, so here the perfect continuous, future perfect continuous, again it has started in the future, the time that we are mentioning. That means if I am telling tomorrow by 6 o'clock, okay, so in by that 6 o'clock a part of the work would have been done and a part of work would maybe going on. Okay, if again I repeat that if I am talking about tomorrow 6 o'clock, then at 6 o'clock the whatever action, whatever event, whatever thing we are mentioning there, that action, a part of it would have been done and a part of it would have been going on. Okay, so in that case future perfect continuous tense is used. In future perfect continuous, we are not having the passive voice, we are having only the active voice. Let's read the sentence. For example, by 8 o'clock I shall have been writing for 3 hours. By 8 o'clock, that means when I would have started, by 5 o'clock I would have started, and by 8 o'clock I would have been writing, I shall have been writing for 3 hours. Okay, so a part of writing work is complete and part of writing work is still going on. Okay, but it is in future, so by 8 o'clock I shall be, that means I am not telling about right now. If it would have been in present perfect continuous, then I would have said I have been writing for 3 hours. I have been writing. Okay, so I have been writing to, that is the work I was writing and I am still writing. Okay, so that is present perfect, but here it is future perfect continuous. So what I am saying, tomorrow or by 8 o'clock or by tomorrow 6 o'clock I shall have been writing for 3 hours. So by this time my writing work will be complete for 3 hours. Okay, now one more example we can take here is when he gets his degree, he will have been studying in Cambridge for 4 years. When he gets his degree, that means when still he has not got his degree. Okay, so in future he will get the degree. So when he gets the degree, he have been studying in Cambridge for 4 years. Okay, maybe he will get next year or next to next year. Whenever he will get the degree, at that time he would have been studying in Cambridge for 4 long years. Okay, so that is the future perfect continuous tense. A part of it is done. Okay, few years have, 1 or 2 years have passed and 1 or 2 years are still to be done. Okay, so like that goes the future perfect continuous tense. Let's see, let's have this look at the this thing, the structure of the sentences. Subject, then will, shall, have been, and third form of verb. Now here we are using it will be fourth form, sorry, it's a fourth form. Just I'll make the correction there. It's a fourth form there, and this thing object and the complement there, because it is continuous, and in continuous I have always mentioned that we are using the ing form. So here there will be a correction that we will have the fourth form here. Okay, so just it is fourth here and here also fourth. Okay, so next, so let us see it. The subject, will, shall, have been, and fourth form of verb, and then object or complement. So let's see the sentence. For example, I will or shall, will again for the definite and shall for indefinite thing, but with I and we generally use shall. Okay, so I will or shall have been eating a mango, you will have been eating a mango, he, she, it will have been eating a mango, we shall have been eating a mango, you will have been eating a mango, they will have been eating a mango. Now after doing so many sentences, it must have been memorized to you that where do we, in negative sentences we use not, and where do we use the not, between will or shall, okay, and have been. Okay, so here in the negative sentences I won't or I shall not have been eating a mango. You won't have been eating a mango. That means it is a short form of, it is a we are doing some this contraction in this English we have studied in smaller classes. When two words are combined together, the same thing is done here. Will not is combined into won't. Okay, so you won't have been eating a mango. He or she won't have been eating a mango. We won't have been eating a mango, or shall not have been eating a mango. For shall not also there is a contraction, and that is shan't, SHAN apostrophe T. We shall not have been eating a mango. You won't have been eating a mango. They won't have been eating a mango. So here it completes the tense part, the simple, then comes the continuous, and then the perfect, and then the perfect continuous. All four we have completed here. I hope you understood it well. The if you have any thing to discuss, you can have it in this the comment box. You can give the comment regarding it. And if you liked it, if you understood the topic well, don't forget to subscribe for the channel, and you can press the notification button, so whenever we upload a new video, you just get information about it, a notification about it. And if you have any queries, you can just give in the comment box. And if you require, if you have any doubt in any of the topics regarding English or maths, you can just mention it in the comment box. We'll just try to solve your query. We will just try to make a video on that particular topic. Okay, thank you.